rebels. I mean, if they wanted to lose their navy that badly, they could have just asked. Fighting in woods, okay. We're locked in, so are we. They last a while. Beautiful. What did they give me? Poland will cede 2 provinces to Rostov. The Palatinate will give Ottomans money. 2 provinces, hey. How often have the AI given you 2 provinces, especially when it includes Krakow? Wow, some really healthy provinces. I hope that didn't, you know, annoy all of Europe. Well, just a little. Good job, we can ignore the Palatinate for a wee bit. However, that is going to hurt my core stuff even more, maybe? Yes, yes it does. Oh well, I'll just spend it. That's okay. It's like every time I try to do something clever, the game just laughs at me and says, no. But such is as it is. Who wants to revolt now? Bremens do? Over in Bremen, no doubt. And not many others. Pomeranians, of course, but that's a given. I can handle Stad, failing missionarily, because we have plenty of other places to do. And with that, a huge number of the enemy troops are defeated. I'm pretty sure the Ottomans can take care of everything else, especially with me triumphantly holding this, which I should probably make note of not actually wanting, because I don't. Just in case the Ottomans feel the need to give stuff to me. Really lifting our weight here, right? Ah, but this war was still ongoing. I should take the opportunity to crush England, so our fleet should be in... Where are my heavies? There we go. We should get into position and dismantle England. And that is not the inner Scot within me speaking. It's the inner strategist. Learn the difference. It could save your life. Now it saved mine. So do I have enough of an army here to really deal with rebels? Yeah, I mean 41 should be plenty. You guys, I want a big proper invasion of England here. And it's gotta work. So many forts here, should get rid of a good deal of them. That economy of mine doesn't hold that strong. Berlin is able to deal with most of this. Even though level 6 is better. And I don't have much in the way of devastated land. Kinda like having both of you. You really hamper the any enemy invasion around here. But maybe one of them isn't as necessary. Nah, it's too good. Too good to pass up. This one is really losing its purpose though. As are kind of you. This is a lovely block of anybody coming from Scandinavia though. And this is such a weakness for my country, so I'm happy to keep that there. Not so happy with this coalition, mind, but surely the Ottomans wouldn't say no to me on that one. Oh, another 36 stack. I don't need 5 going in there, so let's... There was one that I recalled around here, right? Why don't we actually keep you over there? You're heading over. That's okay. What was the result of the peace with Savoy, Jake? There's peace with Savoy. Oh crud, that means Savoy will get involved in this. Well, you know, the Ottomans are happy to get involved in my war with England, which I'm glad they are. Just in case the England start invading my homelands, they'll be able to take care of it. We got a new heir. It's not Dr. Afdish. Dr. Afdish the... Whoa, he made it! For once, Dr. Afdish the truly splendid has managed to make it to the throne. And on top of being pretty good at everything, he's an inspiring leader. That's what we like to see. Now, England. I'd need quite a bit more to claim. Well, not much more. How long are these claims of mine going to last? Not long at all. Well, it's time to get invading. Born to invade England. What's it like being truly splendid, Dr. Afdish? I assure you I have no idea. Now you're trying to repair up. We've got a couple more folks that need to get in there. Head to Aberdeenshire. Oh, I'm excited about crushing England. Don't know where it comes from. Go defensive, I don't want to lose more units than necessary fighting these scum. And the Pomeranians wish to rise up as well. That's what you guys are there for. Sort of. Good the question is, how good is Dr. Afdish as a general? If he comes in and says he wants to be a general, then we'll let him. He's 15 years old with his 6-year-old heir. Probably not son, but who am I to judge? Get you back there, join you up with your brethren heavies. I feel like I lost a bunch of heavies. Didn't I make so many more than this? Probably not. Sounds like the kind of thing that I would just forget. Well, the question goes to you, Dr. Afdish. Are you wanting to be a general? Okay, right, before I go and punch England to death... Oh, I'm at war, so I can't even bully Muscovy. Well, I'm going to take a very quick water break, and then England's going to be deconstructed. Taking in the great powers of the world apart one by one is pretty integral to restoring world order. Hanseatic world order, because I don't know what happened between the end of Patrician IV and the start of European Universalis IV, but clearly the Hansa that I built up disassembled. I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, much better. Dr. Afdish is bringing up the fact that he's a girl, and so he actually can't be a general. What a shame we didn't have that baked into our national ideas. Also, do I really have a fort that isn't active? Where? Or is it one that we evolved? Oh, really? Yeah. Well, what does it matter? England have to die. Now it's unlikely we're going to get a ton of war score just from taking over this part of the island. They don't have many forts, they have some pretty beefy allies, and they have a pretty large colonial empire. However, we'll get taking war score from holding probably Lothian. And yeah, we can bring in our good friends the Ottomans. We have plenty of favours with them. And that's just to keep ourselves protected here in case we get invaded some way somehow. Firstly though, let's not have our boats in a very dangerous position. Let's get them over to somewhere nice, like Shell Land. And, you know, just taste a bit of attrition in the North Sea while we're there. Could always snipe some of his ships, that would be super cruel, but nah. Alright, Ottomans, help us out. Portugal and Savoy, any point in making either of you co-belligerent? Not if I want Burgundy out of this. You'd bring in Granada. And I don't need anything from Portugal, so why even bother? Alright. Using disgusting conquest here, what's the world coming to? But Lothian will be mine. None of that was a surprise to us. Having a bit of extra siege would be pretty sweet. He's got some beefy forts on our borders. Let's get in there. Oh boy. I mean, numbers-wise, we are way out of our league, but as long as our enemy just fails to actually mobilize, we'll be good. We've already had revolts around here, so we can happily convert more. And in fact, we will. Oh, just bring in more, why don't you? 500,000 men in just infantry alone. Aye. I'd like to be able to run rampant over England, so I'm willing to speed this one up with a little bit of an investment in a barrage. And we would go faster as well if we had the required number of artillery. Okay, I mean that's overkill. We need 20, we have brought in 36. Let's keep it light, shall we? No Air Guy says the music is too loud. Does anybody feel that way as well? We were playing a particularly rocking track. That's a difficult thing about Andreas's music. It's up and down. It's a lot of up and down. Alright, apparently it is too loud. Well, I knocked it down a bit, but we probably won't know of its effect until something else that's pretty loud knocks in as well. He's trying to attack us with very little. Why don't we take our 20 best, find ourselves a decent admiral. This might be tricky, actually, getting you here. We've already given you monopoly charters. I don't want to pay for an admiral, but I would like to be able to deconstruct the enemy fleet bit by bit. Yeah, we can try. Can't see any enemy fleets, and if things go bad, then we can just run away. Okay, so they have pretty terrifying naval morale. It's probably the first time I've ever wanted a naval morale guy, but he's also not around. If they get reinforced there, though, wow, they're doing some pretty beefy damage on us with their nothing. I mean, that was a good enough sneak attack. Get back to Shell Land and repair up. Not in the mood for losing my heavies here and now. Okay, Ottoman conquest of Jaén has knocked out Salzburg. I almost feel sorry for them, but not quite. All that Portuguese-Brazilian ships dying, that appeals to me. Even if we are a little injured here. Maybe I should... Okay, I'm not having any of that. But there are things that I can do, so we should work on that. Scots holding the line, naturally. But we didn't accept them as a culture, so we got nothing to worry about. An end to the hostilities between court and country. The period widespread obstruction of authority in the provinces has finally come to an end. The way we have handled the crisis will shape the way local power structures interact. The state is triumphant, prestige and Loads of maximum absolutism. Oh, that's nice. I would like to really get it up there, but now I've got to raise it again. Shouldn't Jake build more heavy ships? Yeah, probably. Just trying to capture my enemies here. Catch them unaware. Sadly though, we're just not very strong, so we're not dealing as much damage as I'd like. Still, I can grab these guys. They're stuck in my playtown. Do I really need this fort? I mean, between them, these guys keep us pretty defended. But so do these two on their own, so I think Anhalt is what one might call surplus to requirements. There we go, the English get to die there on their fleets as well. They're getting war score, but really just because they have this province of mine, or at least the war goal of mine, still in their hands. By taking it, we'll flip the war score up to 25 in our favour. And just like that. Okay, transform and roll out. They have a pretty nice fort over in Marches. It'll be ours. You guys spread out and take the countryside. You folks keep a watchful eye from Lancashire. You guys keep a watchful eye from York. Discovered by the English. They're horrible. Right, relations are particularly good with you, but they could always be particularly better. And I'm not thinking of anywhere else that I really need to fabricate some claims or the like. I mean, I'd love to, but I would also love to get some decent casus belli. Which I could have had long ago if I went religious, but I decided not to go religious. It's just such a damn good idea. I've heard people say, oh, religion, it's such a weak set of ideas, and I'm like, what planet are you on? They are probably my top pick. And they give you so much prestige as well. Okay, I'm not here to fight those guys, at least not without backup. But if I do fight and defeat them, then I'm onto a winner, so let's get on that. I'll only have Kent to run away to if I can take all of this down. Rostov revolting was a given. The Pomeranians as well. That's good news for us. Good news for us would also be repairing this fleet of mine. Okay, now that we know where our enemies are, we can spread out a little bit. And we have our Master of Arms, who's going to allow us to slaughter the English, except they have 6 fire, which is a bit terrifying. But we'll still get involved. Hopefully we're not in need of backup, but I like to think we've... Oh, they have more units. And they also got Tech 23. However, good God, that's a lot of English discipline. I'm not... Well, I mean, weapon quality standards is pretty amazing. That is really quite good. I'm going to be banking on my morale or on backup. Should probably do what we can to back it up. Okay, no, they might have filthy, disgusting discipline, but we have tons of morale, so it's okay. There we go, send them packing. London can happily be ours, but they're going to run this way, so we could merge together and go and destroy them. Oh, of course, Marches is blocking our way there as well. Damn. Oh, well, at least the English know we mean business here. We can take over the countryside and then move out to destroy. Can also kill loads of English navies. well as allowing them to hold on in these battles for much longer than I would like them to. The naval battles, that is. And the Portuguese are trying to invade. And they have a decent fleet. I'm not confident in taking that on with my stack. Missionary, stability cost, unrest. We are tasting unrest right now, but I need admin. Let's get everything done even faster. Pays off already. If we're not going to chase, why even have that on? What happened to me that I lost +1 military leader? Probably hiring you, but I quite like having you there. And it's not like we are having mill problems right now, so we'll keep it as this. Someday. You've got a message, Jake. Also turn off forced march. I got a message? What are you talking about? Harsher treatments. Always. Ah, okay. Well, sure. You want to go and fight in marches? Be my guest. You want to take Vlandrin? Also be my guest. The English are simply embracing our rule. That's what I'm seeing here. Cracking the walls of London without even a barrage feels just amazing. Disease does not feel amazing. They're probably not going to give me a lot of favors for the nothing I'm doing in their war. Hello, Aragon. Are you involved in this English war? No, you're not. Then kindly sod off. I mean, Austria, the Ottomans are winning this war, but Aragon are still allied to England and would probably get involved in this war when it's all said and done. So it might be prudent for me to wipe that stack before they bring more and cause me even bigger issues. But they are working on Lothian, and that's not a concern for us, really. Could try and kill the Portuguese stack, though. I just need to take down marches, and I'll have much more freedom of movement here, especially chasing down the rest of the English. Also, I just need to sneak in with a decent amount, and I can take Ireland as well. And we all know I hate Ireland, so that works out well for me. How does that make sense, you might ask? It doesn't have to. Where are the English heavies? I feel like I could stroll on in and crush these guys. Not a heavy in sight. Rival of our rival is the Palatinate. They should be our friend. I tried, game. I tried. Didn't try hard enough, obviously. Jake, a friend of mine is getting married in Glasgow in October. Know anything nearby worth visiting? Well, I've only been to Glasgow once, or maybe twice. Not somewhere I was all that keen on. Okay, my ships are getting slaughtered here. So perhaps I should make my way to somewhere that they won't get slaughtered. Like Lothian, if it has a shipyard. Does anywhere have a shipyard here in Scotland? How about any occupied English places with one? Alright, a shipyard over in Yorkshire is quite nice. But that'll leave me pinned in here if they want to take me on. Oh well, we'll take it. We dealt in a little bit of damage then at least. It's been fun marches, but it's time for you to go. So I can slaughter some Aragonese. Now, how do we do this? The Aragonese number in the many. I'm going to get both of you guys to go and deal with them with maximum everything. That 9 stack is going to go and help out with London, although it won't really help. but I will be able to split, merge and split the unit. And then I can chase down the English scum. As such. Potentially just as planned. He can keep getting repaired, and I can beat up some English ships. Oh, well, they want to come here, that's fine by me. I'm not seeing any backup they have. So how's this go? They really don't look like they have much. Can probably dump a few guys to take care of sieging whilst you take care of the English. Splat. Always get your 10s to 1s, folks. Never leave home without... Okay, I forgot about them, didn't I? But they're all pathetic infantry. Let's mop up the Aragonese while we have the element of surprise here. Gotta hold off on you by a couple of days. 1, 2. Keep an eye on the navy, which... Okay, we might have good old heavies, but I think we're getting mobbed here. Got a lot to keep my eyes on, and that is where I am terrible at playing. You need 21 besieging you. That's probably 21. Well, that's 22. That's good enough. I just want a decent line against the English. Don't want to lose any ships. This is looking okay-ish. No, we just lost a ship. With probably a few others ready to go as well. They've just got so many. We're getting mobbed here. Let's get away while we can. I mean, we're giving it out better than we take it. Wow. These guys are awful at what they do. Well, it was a good fight, but good night, England. And if I can get enough war score on you, preferably by taking London, then you won't call Aragon in when this inevitably does not go the way I want it to. You know what, you guys chase them down, everybody. Or... That's a battle, and if we get it at this month, which we will, then it's a battle that's our victory. Let's just bring you guys together. Splat. Alright, the island is ours, at least for now. I'm gonna have to make something of a getaway with these guys. Okay, let's get all these ragtags over on London to merge and split them. And we're good. Damn though, probably going to end up fighting Aragon in this war as well, which is less than ideal. So yeah, I'm sure Glasgow's lovely, but I just haven't experienced it myself. I went there once for a concert, and that's about the end of that story. Gonna want that extra siege on London. I don't want to faff around with it forever. It's kind of nice to pop out and just crush some light ships, though. Yeah, I was watching them die horribly, but that's not to say we're not in trouble ourselves here. I should probably do this in 2 bunches, 2 lots of 10, because that way we'll get better engagement. Still, they have so many ships. If we just hold out, though, we'd probably slaughter a lot more of them, but I don't want to lose my heavies here. Because you take a lot of morale damage when boats get sunk. And since these are all lights, Well, lots of lights mean lots of engagement. Okay, this colour is desperately hurting my eyes. We're going to start losing some of our own ships here. Question is, do we want to run away or chance it against these guys? The answer is, run away.